ain't crazy how them tables turn. You can fold it, you can stand flight. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the...
Michael gets Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
First carry now for Jordan Howard.
In a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
A 1-yard loss.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gut down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. They'll run for the first time with Joshua Kelly. It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Chargers.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll begin with a handoff to Howard. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
King on the tackle.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
42-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy.
Rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Going deep here for Parker. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to pass. Tua. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. One of the storylines in this one, 2 rookie quarterbacks, 2 very good ones. The 2nd and 3rd QBs taken behind Joe Burrow in this year's draft. Tua with the Dolphins at 5, and then Justin Herbert to the Chargers just 1 pick later. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. First foray into the red zone for Miami. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he finds Howard, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Complete. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Jordan Howard. That's good for another.
Carried over by Jordan Howard, and we all know he started his career in Chicago and was a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher. Spent 2019 in Philadelphia battling injuries. But when he's healthy, can be a flat-out workhorse. And
then he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Antonio Callaway on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 123 yards.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Kyle Van Noy. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
And the Chargers.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
9-yard line. 2 yards.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier. Taken down.
That's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line.
16 yards.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. On first down, Justin Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Intended for
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball.
Herbert has it knocked free. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away.
Down.
No gain on the play.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
First and
27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. 2 and now on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Devontae Parker.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a game.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 4th down, it's Howard. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Jordan Howard unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And right side, Henry's got it. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
36-yard line.
Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down, Chargers.
Herbert on first down now. Complete to Kelly. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And his throw is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert, and it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
First and goal at the
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Virgil Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Chargers have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Miami set to take over. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit.
He's going to go, Albert Wilson, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Albert Wilson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. Right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth,
Sunday in the NFL. And that'll be 5. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First down, Los Angeles.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Open man, Taylor Gabriel.
Herbert's pass.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The end result, 21 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Kellen. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the 17-yard line.
On second down, here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Herbert. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown.
Complete to Hunter Henry.
Hunter Henry as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
14.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Antonio Galloway on the return.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
A gain of 10 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
A gain of 5.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, it's Herbert. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
To Keenan Allen.
No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Taken down at the 41.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. Open man, it's Allen. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short of the goal line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
On the tackle.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now Kelly, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Joshua Kelly, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession.
In the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, they run with Howard. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 33-yard line.
On play action, here's Tua. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, third and long. Got to push it downfield to try to pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Hey, we gonna do what we do.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Callaway, the return man. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year. Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
Back now in Miami. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. 2nd and 9 from the 44. On the run, it's Kelly. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
3rd down.
A quick toss out right, and he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Throwing on first down. Herbert, and he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
17 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Down at the 26. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
First and goal.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense. Come on, you serious, dog.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Pickup of 2.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun. Here's Herbert. That is incomplete.
For plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped, surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board. That won't beat us.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
At the 37-yard line.
On the delay, it's Howard. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's third down. The Dolphins on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver all defense. You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Tua setting up shop to throw again, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Derwin James on the coverage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And again, it's Tagovailoa able to find Shaheen here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Dolphins on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They're able to locate Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw is Tua. That one into the hands of Laird. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good for a gain. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time. Yeah,
because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So in a game that's been full of twists and turns, here's another with time winding down.
And now, as you say, time's obviously a huge factor. But all you're looking for now is 3. So one big play, maybe a penalty, and you might get that shot after all.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Tua. But they'll drop this underneath to Howard. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
28.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So, for the Chargers, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Hey, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. With the blues in it, you blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need silver. Gotta be number 2, never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Whoa. Won't fall again and I put. Dog, I'm a beast and I cannot be tamed. I don't do